Hello everyone, welcome to my channel B&B CBS Gossip 24. Will and Electra's marriage felt like a painting that had started to peel. They had moved in 6 months earlier, newly married and luminous, the toast of Los Angeles society. Yet tonight, the glamour had dulled. Electra stood by the bedroom window in a silver robe, staring at her reflection in the dark glass. Behind her, Will adjusted his cufflinks even though there was no event to attend. They looked like two models trapped in a photograph that refused to move. "You're quiet," she said. Will smiled thinly. "I'm thinking. About work or about her?" He turned, startled. "What's that supposed to mean?" "Nothing," Electra said, but her voice trembled. "It's just that every time you go still like that, I feel her in the room." "Electra." "Luna." The name fell between them like a cracked crystal. Will's jaw tightened. "She's gone." "Is she?" Electra whispered. "Because sometimes I think she's still here." That night, rain drifted in thin silver threads across the balcony. Electra couldn't sleep. She lay on her side listening to the rhythmic breathing of Will beside her and the soft tick of the antique clock on the dresser. Then she heard it, a faint hum, like a woman's voice humming a lullaby she almost recognized. Electra sat up. "Will." He didn't stir. The sound came again, closer, brushing the air near her ear, a melody that had once been Luna's favorite, the same one she used to hum backstage at Forrester fashion shows. Electra rose slowly and crossed the room. "Who's there?" she whispered. The curtains fluttered though the windows were closed. The perfume that filled the room wasn't hers. It was lighter, floral, unmistakably Luna's signature scent, gardenia and sea salt. A chill slid up Electra's spine. "Luna." Silence. But when she turned back, Will was sitting up in bed, pale as moonlight. "You heard her too." Electra's throat went dry. "So it's not just me." He nodded slowly. "I thought I was dreaming." They looked at each other, two living souls suddenly bound by the presence of the dead. The next morning, neither mentioned the night. Will left early for Forrester Creations. Electra lingered at the breakfast table, tracing circles in her coffee. In the boardroom, Will stared at sketches and saw Luna's handwriting in the margins. The curved letters, the playful hearts, everything reminded him of her. He remembered the day she'd walked out of his life, chasing a secret that had destroyed her. He had let her go with anger, not knowing it would be the last time. Her car accident had made headlines. Her funeral had drawn tears from people who'd never met her. Now, in the bright glare of the office, he felt her shadow again. Finn approached, noticing the distraction. "You okay, man?" Will forced a smile. "Fine. Just tired." But when Finn left, Will whispered under his breath, "What do you want, Luna?" A faint flicker in the glass conference door answered, his own reflection, smiling back with her eyes. Electra visited Steffi that afternoon. The two women sat in the living room alcove overlooking the ocean. "You look pale," Steffi observed. "Is Will giving you trouble?" "It's not Will," Electra said. "It's the house." Steffi frowned. "The guest house? That place has been empty for years." "Before we moved in, it wasn't," Electra said softly. "It was Luna's." Steffi's coffee cup froze midair. "Luna's?" "She lived there after she left Will," Electra explained. "I found her old jewelry box hidden behind the closet wall. Photos, sketches, letters to him." Steffi leaned forward. "You think she's haunting you?" Electra hesitated. "I think she never left." Steffi's tone softened, practical but kind. "Grief can do strange things. You're both carrying guilt, maybe you're just feeling it." "Then how do you explain this?" Electra pulled out a photograph from her purse. It showed Luna in the same bedroom, wearing the same silver robe Electra now owned. Steffi stared. "Where did you get this?" "It was on my nightstand this morning," Electra whispered. "I didn't put it there." That evening, Will came home to find Electra pacing. Candles flickered though she hadn't lit them. The room smelled again of gardenia. "Will, we need to talk." He sighed. "Not again." "Do you love her?" "What?" "Luna. Do you still love her?" Will's silence was the answer. Electra pressed a hand to her chest. "Every night I feel her between us. Every time you touch me, you flinch, like you're afraid she's watching. Will's voice broke. Maybe she is. He walked to the window and looked out at the restless sea. I never said goodbye. She left angry, and I let her. The night before the accident, she called. I didn't pick up. Electra's tears glistened. You blame yourself. Yes. The curtains stirred though the air was still. A whisper floated through the room, 3 syllables, unmistakable. Forgive me. They both heard it. Will turned, eyes wide. Did you? Electra nodded, trembling. She said forgive me. Days passed. The house grew colder even under the California sun. They stopped sleeping, they spoke in half-sentences. Then, one morning, Electra found an envelope on the vanity. Her name written in Luna's looping script. She opened it slowly. Inside, a single sheet. He loves you. Let him go. Set him free. No signature. We'll read it twice, his throat tight. She wants us to move on. Electra's voice shook. Or she's warning us. From what? Before Electra could answer, a crash echoed from the hallway. A framed photo of Luna had fallen, though it had been nailed securely. The glass was cracked clean through Will's reflection. Desperate for peace, Electra convinced Will to call Taylor Hayes, now practicing spiritual therapy. Taylor arrived one evening with candles and a calm presence. We're not summoning ghosts, she assured them gently. We're addressing unresolved energy. They sat in a circle on the floor, the rain whispering outside. Taylor closed her eyes. Luna, if you're here, we're listening. The candles flickered. A gust of wind sighed through the room though the windows were closed. Electra shivered. Luna. A faint, sorrowful voice filled the air, female, distant. Will. Will's eyes flooded. I'm sorry, he cried. I should have answered the phone. The wind stilled. For a moment, the candle flames steadied, and a shape formed, a shimmer of light in the air. Luna's silhouette, tender and sad, her hair moving as if underwater. Let her love you, the apparition whispered to Will. Then to Electra, and let him be. The light dimmed. The candles went out. Taylor's voice trembled. She's at peace now. But Electra wasn't convinced. For a week, the house felt lighter. Will and Electra laughed again, cooked breakfast, made tentative plans for the future. Then came the dreams. Electra dreamed of Luna standing at the foot of the bed, smiling softly. In her hands, she held a silver chain, the same one Electra had found in the jewelry box. In the dream, Luna placed the chain on Electra's pillow and whispered, "You can't replace love, you can only remember it." When Electra woke, the chain was there. She screamed. Will rushed in, holding her. What happened? She pointed. She's back. He picked up the chain. It's just a coincidence. Then explain this. Electra pulled back her robe. A faint bruise, shaped like a heart, marked her collarbone. That night, Will sat alone in the living room, the chain coiled on the table like a serpent. What do you want from me, Luna? He whispered. The lights flickered. He felt a presence behind him, warm, familiar. You loved me once, the voice murmured. He turned. Luna stood there, translucent, eyes full of longing. I still do, he breathed. Then let me go, she said. You're chaining us both. Tears streaked his face. I don't know how. Luna's image wavered. Tell her the truth. The truth. That you married a ghost. Then she vanished. Will found Electra on the balcony, the ocean wind whipping her hair. She's gone again, he said. Electra's eyes glistened. No, she's not. She'll never go until we stop living in her shadow. He took her hands. Then we leave. Tomorrow. A new house, a new start. Electra smiled through tears. Do you mean it? He nodded. I'm done being haunted. But as they embraced, the candle in the window flared to life though no one had lit it. From somewhere deep in the house, Luna's voice whispered one last line, soft, almost loving, but laced with warning. You can move houses, Will, but not hearts. The flame flickered out. Electra shivered in Will's arms, her smile fading. Did you hear that? Will hesitated, eyes wide with fear and sorrow. No, he lied. The camera of imagination would pull back here, the ocean roaring beneath the cliff, the house glowing faintly under the moon, one light still burning in the empty bedroom. Inside that light, for just a moment, the faint outline of Luna appeared, watching, waiting, perhaps forgiving, perhaps not. And as the screen faded to black, a single question echoed through the storm. Was love ever truly gone, or merely changed? Fog rolled off the Pacific, wrapping the Forrester guest house in a grey hush. Inside, Will and Electra sat at the kitchen island, untouched coffee growing cold between them. Neither spoke. Did we really hear her? Electra whispered at last. Will rubbed his temples. We both heard the same words. That has to mean something. Or it means we're losing our minds together. Before he could answer, a knock broke the stillness. Finn entered, Steffi just behind him, two figures of calm, clean daylight stepping into the house's bruised air. Steffi's eyes swept the room. I got your message, Electra. You said it was urgent. Electra hesitated. Well, the house, there's been activity. Finn's expression softened into professional concern. You mean, paranormal activity? Will gave a nervous laugh. That word makes it sound crazy. But yes. We both heard Luna's voice. Steffi exchanged a glance with her husband. Luna, she said softly. You're saying she's here? Electra nodded. Not angry. Just unsettled. Like she's trying to tell us something we don't understand. To Steffi's investigation. Within an hour, Steffi had transformed the living room into a temporary command post. Candles extinguished, curtains thrown wide, sunlight slicing through the gloom. She moved with quiet efficiency, part CEO, part peacemaker. If this is really Luna's spirit, she said, we'll treat it like any other Forrester crisis, find the cause, face it, and give it closure. Finn unpacked a small case, his medical kit, not a ghost hunting device. Physical explanations first, he said. Old houses creak, wiring hums. We'll rule that out. But the instant he knelt beside the fireplace, a whisper brushed his ear. Will, forgive. He froze. Steffi saw his shoulders stiffen. Finn. He straightened slowly. I just felt, heard, he shook his head. No, I'm not saying it. It was nothing. Will's face had gone pale. It's never nothing in this house. 3. The portrait. While Finn checked outlets and vents, Steffi wandered to the hallway where a painting hung, Luna in soft blue, her eyes luminous. Electra had found it stored in the attic weeks earlier and hung it to make peace. Now Steffi noticed something odd. A faint dampness around the frame. A scent of gardenia. Did anyone spray perfume here? She asked. Electra shook her head. That smell just appears. Steffi reached out to straighten the frame. As she did, a folded slip of paper fluttered to the floor. Will picked it up. It's one of her sketches. He unfolded it carefully. Luna had drawn 3 figures, a man, a woman, and between them a child. Beneath it, a single line, the living must love for me. Finn exhaled. That's not anger. That's grief. Electra's eyes filled. Maybe she died thinking love killed her. Steffi studied the drawing. Or she's telling us to stop letting guilt kill you. 4. Science versus spirit. By afternoon, Finn had run out of rational explanations. The wiring was new, the vents silent, no drafts, no loose pipes. Yet twice more he caught a faint melody, Luna's favorite hum, coming from nowhere. Finally he sat beside Will on the sofa. Medically speaking, collective hallucination is unlikely unless you've both been exposed to something. Carbon monoxide, maybe. Checked that, Will said. The alarms are fine. Finn nodded slowly. Then maybe this isn't about the house at all. Maybe it's about you. Electra frowned. Us. You both carry unresolved guilt. Sometimes the mind externalizes that, creates a presence to force confrontation. Steffi crossed her arms. Except I heard something too. Finn blinked. You did. She nodded. When I found that sketch. A whisper, my name. Calm, almost grateful. For the first time that day, everyone fell silent, not frightened but humbled. 5. The beach vision. That evening, Steffi suggested a walk down to the shore. If Luna's energy is tied to this place, maybe she'll show us what she needs. The four of them walked in dusklight, the tide hissing like soft applause. Clouds burned pink and gold, gulls wheeled high above. Halfway down the beach, Will stopped. "Do you smell that?" Gardenia again. Sweet and sudden. Then, in the shallow water, a shimmer appeared, light catching mist until it shaped itself into the outline of a woman. Transparent, luminous. Luna. Electra gripped Steffi's arm. Finn instinctively stepped forward but stopped when the figure raised a hand. Her voice came on the wind, gentle and sure, "Don't let love become punishment." Will's knees gave out. "Luna, I'm sorry." The apparition tilted her head, eyes kind. "You already were. That's enough." A gust lifted, scattering sand and spray. When they looked again, she was gone. Only the scent remained, and the faint impression of bare footprints leading into the surf. 6 afterglow. Back at the house, they spoke little. The air felt warmer, lighter, as though windows had opened somewhere they couldn't see. Finn wrote a note on his phone. "No abnormal readings. No toxins. I can't explain it scientifically." Steffi smiled faintly. "Some things aren't meant to be measured." Electra reached for Will's hand. "Do you feel it? The quiet?" He nodded. "For the first time in months." Steffi glanced toward the balcony, where the candle Luna had once ignited on its own now sat dark. "Maybe she just needed witnesses," she murmured. "People to tell her story right." Finn slipped an arm around her waist. Then she chose the right house. 7 teaser, a new shadow. Later that night, when the others had gone, Electra wandered into the hallway. The portrait of Luna was gone. In its place hung a blank canvas, white and untouched. She frowned. "Will? Did you move the painting?" No answer. She turned back, and froze. On the canvas, faint lines were appearing as if drawn by invisible hands, the outline of another woman's face, unfamiliar, emerging from the white. And beneath it, words forming in graceful script, "She isn't the only one watching." The breeze from the balcony stirred, carrying a new perfume, rose, not gardenia. Electra's heartbeat quickened. "Luna," she whispered. The candle by the bed flickered to life. This time, the flame burned crimson. Cut to black. The bold and the beautiful spoilers for the next 3 weeks, October 20th to November 7th, hint that Steffi Forrester and Luna Nozawa should be gearing up for a fierce face-off. B&B fans will also see some heartbreaking blows and wedding plans soon, so let's talk about all the action. The week of October 20th to 24th will bring another round of begging from Sheila Sharp, but Deacon Sharp will continue to push her away in favor of talking to Taylor Hayes. Deke Sharp will also voice more confusion over Remy Price's desire to keep his name quiet at Forrester Creations. In a prison visit, Poppy Nozawa will sneer over Luna's predicament and warn that Bill Spencer won't be playing Rescue Ranger again. While Bill works to convince Katie Logan, Heather Tom, and Will Spencer that their eventual custody win is already in the bag, Electra Forrester will have a moment of realization. There'll be some sort of epiphany for Electra involving Will and Luna, so the reality of their permanent baby tie may hit hard. Will Electra change her mind about her willingness to move forward with Will? After Steffi and the kids reunite with John Finnegan, there'll be a tough Luna-related discussion. Steffi will reel over Luna being alive after all and will insist she's not going to get off the hook just because she's pregnant. Thanks to Deacon and Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang, Hope may realize it's time to spell out her true feelings for Liam and get their future back on track. Carter Walton will concentrate on moving on with his life and will make that clear to Daphne Rose when she questions him. During the week of October 27th to 31st, Hope and Liam may cement their romantic reunion. Some passion might erupt once Liam and Hope get honest about the new chapter they both want. As for Remy, his past will come back to haunt him once Deke and Electra grow closer. That friendship is bound to bring some stunning revelations since Deke's boyfriend is Electra's former stalker and tormentor. At some point, Steffi will likely pay Luna a visit herself, just to get a few things straight about her family and what she's willing to do to protect them. Luna may be safer behind bars considering all the people who could retaliate if she were to walk free. The week of November 3rd to 7th may bring some happy moments for Beth Spencer following Liam and Hope's reunion decision. Beth might pipe up about wedding plans and hope she can get her parents to the altar ASAP. Brooke had a quickie wedding of her own, so she might push Hope to embrace being a speedy bride and kick off her renewed life with Liam. Regardless, things will be looking up in Hope's world both personally and professionally as she gears up for a Hope for the Future fashion show with Deke's help. Sheila will also continue to fret over Deacon and Taylor's growing bond, so her jealous side could pose some risks. That said, we know Deacon and Sheila will celebrate Thanksgiving together later in the month of November, so maybe that's a good sign. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers say some big romantic developments are still to come, so stick with us for updates on any exciting news to come.